What is he? I didn't hear.
All right, Act 2.
Action.
All right. All right, so lights rise on an empty stage. Spotlight on Shira as she rises up from the stage, followed by Hannah, Rachel, and Ariel. They're dressed as boys.
Oh,
Come up on the stage now. You just sat down to your seat.
Do you see in the mirror? 18, a young man, a guy. Hi, why even look in the mirror? When a world is away, time is just flying. What do you see in the mirror? Some pimples, a slight little beard. Weird, the future has never been clear. Free to sing, free to play, there's no rules to obey. So we learn how they move, how they talk, and that's rather that way that they walk. Before we stop, must stop, let's stop. First stop at the candy shop. Are you ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm still wearing my ring. Beard is falling off. Ugh. We're not ready. We're not ready. We're not ready. We're not ready. Is my hair sticking? I still like Prudy Betty. Learn as we watch through the window. Confident, calm, and aloof. Just do what we see in the window. What if they guess that we're cool? If they said, if they ask for all of that fun in the window. On the stage we'll know just what to do. True, our future is there through the window. Sure, it's scary, it's daring, becoming somebody new. So we go undercover as guys, but forgive us if we dramatize. What intervenes? What comes between the scene when we turn 18? When we're 18, there's a change, a belief in effect, something new, something strange. When we're 18, everything we've known is altered.
Rachel dresses as a male yeshiva student.
According to the Mishnah, 18 is the age of the bridal canopy. Thus, 18 is the age when a man and a woman can be fruitful and multiply. Translation, it's time to get married. Yep. As soon as possible, this instant, start dating immediately. So what are a couple of nice Jewish girls supposed to do about it? Hard to say when we're a couple of nice Jewish boys. Do you see in the mirror? Do you see in the mirror? Do you see in the mirror? Do you see in the mirror?
They push open the doors of the club and walk inside. Hannah says, walking into the candy shop for the first time, there were two things we noticed. One, the smell, like stale beer and sweaty armpits. And two, the owner. Spotlight on June. June Delancey. Neon blazer, neon hair, neon personality. We heard the sound of a drum roll. The boys go out into the audience and watch. June, played by Ariel, says, live from the depths of Brooklyn, it's the Candy Shop Open Mic! The crowd applauds. Woo! I'm June, your host, and tonight's your chance to witness the hopefuls of today who just might become the stars of tomorrow. Please be kind. By the looks of it, we've got quite the lineup tonight. Everything from spoken word poetry to stand-up to Russian New Wave. I don't know, but it's gonna be great. So who's up first? Levi/Hannah says, we are. Spotlight on Levi in the audience. He stands. Aaron and Ethan, played by Shira and Rachel. Are you flipping crazy? We're not going first. It's now or Kolisha. Take your pick, boys. June says, did you sign up? And Levi says, no. But we've got to sing. We need to sing. We're unlike anything you've seen before. June says, kid, I've seen it all. Levi says, we're Oi Band. Oi a Jewish boy band. We hear laughter in the crowd. June says, huh, I haven't seen that before. Levi says, come on. It'd be our first performance, our big debut. June thinks for a moment, then looks at the audience. Okay, audience choice. Spoken word or Jewish boy band? What do you think? The crowd enthusiastically applauds, yelling, Jewish boy band! Jewish boy band! Oh yeah. Welcome to the stage, boy band. The boys climb onto the stage. June turns back into Ariel. They stand with their instruments in front of a lone standing mic. The crowd quiets. They look out at the audience of secular guys and gals. This is their moment. A beat. Levi whispers to the boys, you ready? We turn back. Ready. Spotlight on Levi/Hannah.
It's just me and my song. Got this fever all along. Got this fever. Na na na. Now it's just me and my voice. Got my rhythm, got my choice. Got this fever. Na na na. And it's something I can't control. Feel this music within my soul. I got this fever. I got this fever. Na na na. It's this place where I belong. In my music, in my song. Got this fever. Oh na na na. Yeah, it's just me and my tune. Makes me wild, makes me swoon. Got this fever. Oh na na na. It's something I just can't hide. Dance this music down deep inside. I got this fever. The crowd started swaying to the beat. They all started moving in their seats. The crowd started dancing right along. And singing to our song. Yeah, it's just me and my song. Got this fever all along. Got this fever. Na na na. Now it's just me and my voice. Got my rhythm, got my choice. Got this fever. Na na na. And it's something I can't control. Feel this music within my soul. I got this in my body. Got this something in my soul. You got this rhythm in my soul. I got this place where I belong. Yeah, it's just me and my song. Got this fever all along. Got this fever. Na na na. Now it's just me and my voice. Got my rhythm, got my choice. Got this fever. Na na na. It's something I just can't feel. Music down deep inside. I got this fever. I got this fever. We got this fever. We got this. Oh na na na.
We hear enormous applause. The boys burst out of the candy shop and run down 49th Street, giddy, laughing, unable to contain their excitement. They all say euphoric, oh, it just happened! I can't believe it! Free to sing for everybody our own songs, no rules, no dresses, pants! The girls cartwheel and dance freely in their pants. Ariel says, I think this is the best day of my life. They all say, mine too, same. Rachel says, I want to do it again. Shira says, I want to do it tomorrow. Hannah says, I want to be a boy band forever. We hear the sound of footsteps. June catches up to them. Guys, boy band. They turn back around, remembering that they're boys. Where did you go? I had 20 people asking for an Oi Band encore, Ethan says. No way. But then the poet hit the stage, so now they're probably all asleep. Boys? Yeah? I think you've got something here, and I don't say that to everybody. She thinks for a second. Okay, I say that to everybody, but what I don't say is, what are you doing Thursday? Because we've got a gig open 8 p.m. and a crowd with Oi Band fever. The boy's eyes widen. Aaron says, you mean we get to come back? Levi says, Thursday? Ethan says, and play our own show? June says, precisely. Ethan/Rachel gestures for them to huddle up. Levi/Hannah rolls his eyes. Hold on a second. Ethan says, we'll be just a moment. The boys huddle to the side. June watches. Levi says, what? Ethan says, are we ready for this? Our own show. Of course we are. We have to be. But what if it's a fluke? This one crowd, this one song. June is overhearing the whole thing, amused. Levi groans. Oh, Ethan Glack, grow a pair. June says, it's not a fluke. You're just good. The boys pop up from their huddle and look at June. Ethan pops up. Really? I know talent when I see it. Ethan smiles, reassured. June says, also, Ethan Glack, grow a pair. All the boys laugh. So you in? The boys look at one another, then back at June. In! Thank you, the boys hug June, ecstatic. June's loving it. Okay, Thursday it is. See you then, Oi Band. June/Ariel exits. They squeal with excitement. Hannah says, Thursday night. We're in Ariel's apartment. Rachel dresses as Rabbi Friedman. Ariel is getting ready for the show in her bedroom. She dresses up in Isaac's outfit and dances and sings in her happy music world. Rabbi Friedman stands outside Ariel's door. Ariel is singing. Yeah, it's just me and my son, got this fever all alone. Rabbi Friedman/Rachel says, Ariel, yeah? Are you ready? Mm-hmm. I need something I just, I feel this music down deep. Rabbi Friedman knocks again. Ariel, they're probably there already. He opens the door a tiny crack. Ariel sees her dad and realizes she's wearing Isaac's clothes. She gasps and runs behind the long mirror. Dad, can't you knock? Rabbi Friedman shuts the door quickly, embarrassed. I'm sorry, I knocked. Ariel peers out from behind the mirror to make sure he's gone. She emerges. Rabbi Friedman stands on the other side of the door, unsure what to do. He searches for the words. I know you're nervous. Everybody gets nervous with these things. But no matter what you wear, he's gonna love you. Yael said he already does. Ariel freezes. What? Who's gonna love me? Daniel. Yael's son. Your shuduk date. Tonight? We talked about it the other day. No, I know, it's just... Ariel looks in the mirror dressed as Isaac. She sighs. I haven't felt like myself lately. Rabbi says, it's just nerves, Ariel. He smiles to himself. When I met your mother, even my ears were schwitzing, sweating. Ariel sits down on her bed, torn. A door between them. Rabbi Friedman says, look, I know this is one of those matters. Dad says. She says, Dad, a feminine thing. She looks down and her eyes get closed. Well, and Rabbi Friedman says, but at the end of the day, Hashem is in charge. And when you're on the date, I promise, you'll know how you feel. Ariel slowly rises from the bed, takes off Isaac's hat, and puts on a skirt. In split screen, Ariel arrives at her shuduk date and meets Daniel, while Ethan, Levi, and Aaron arrive at the candy shop for their show and perform. We watch as Ariel on one side is on the date, and the boys are at the candy shop performing.
If I could change the world, if I could part the seas, if I could dream any dream I wanna, if I could write the words, go back in history, if I could be anyone I wanna, if begging everyone. I couldn't taste it, I can't waste it. If I could change the rule, if I could part the seas, if I could dream any dream I wanna, if I could write the words, go back in history, if I could be anyone I wanna be, if I could live like that, if I could be like that, if I could be anyone I wanna. Don't tell me
She hears her
no,
song.
just tell
She
me.
watches from the window as her friends perform. Her
I
heart
want
races
nothing
to her.
more, I'll take nothing less.
Ariel turns from the window.
If
She
I
knows what
could,
she's doing.
Daniel, you're a nice boy and everything, but I think we want different things. I gotta go.
Sorry, takes off her pants and runs to the stage and takes a mic.
If I could change the rule, if I could part the seas, if I could dream any dream I wanna, if I could write the words, go back in history, if I could be anyone I wanna be, if I could live like that, if I could be like that, if I could be anyone I wanna be, if I could live like that, if I could be like that, if I could be anyone I wanna be.
She's looking out. She's listening. She's where she's meant to be.
Spotlight on an empty stage.
Where's Daniel?
Where is he? Just left outside?
Daniel is not even on the stage. He's not in. You kind of just imagine him on the date with her, but she's really alone. And yeah.
And when she goes up on the stage, there's no one there anymore? It's after the show, after the
So when
performance?
she in that part where it goes, when she says, Daniel, you're a nice boy and everything, but I think we want different things. I've got to go. She's not even. She's talking to what you imagine is Daniel, but there's no one there. And then they sing "Hello World" as that builds, like it's me. That whole part. She moves to the side, tears off her skirt, revealing pants underneath. Isaac bursts through the doors of the candy shop. The boys spot him and excitedly gesture for him to come on stage. So now he's joined where he's meant to be. Yeah, he's on stage doing what he's meant to do.
Great.
Do the girls just sing a lower
I was just
register
gonna say.
in order to?
No, they
No, they don't. They just
yeah,
sing
like they
together.
could make their voice. I don't know if I do it at all in the recording, but like they can make their voice sound a little more like a guy, but no, not really. They just sing the way they would, and yeah.
And then can females go to watch a male band?
Yeah. Everything that a man can do is totally fine. It's when it's a female that it's an issue. The female is too arousing. That they can't be heard. Yeah, they
Because
can't
men
be.
can't control themselves.
Because men can't control
That's
themselves.
right.
Exactly. So that
How would you
is-
know? Oh, I see.
I live with one where two more.
Isaac / Ariel exhales. The candy shop audience erupts in applause. The next day, the girls are sitting on their stoop, still giddy from the show. Rachel says, "Can you believe 30 people came out to see us? Someone took my picture. I was asked on a date, and it wasn't a shoulda." They all laugh. "This whole boy thing is fun. Tell me about it." The girls look out wistfully. "It makes life interesting. Exciting," Ariel says. "Until we get caught." They all say, "Huh? What do you mean?" Ariel says, "I can't turn down dates for the next 20 years. None of us can. Sooner or later, we've got to face the music." Shira says, "Well, not the music. You know what I mean. Reality. In Borough Park." Rachel says, "It is quite the conundrum. We want to be a boy band, sing for the whole forbidden world. But the more people that know about us, the more likely they'll find out," Anna says, "that we're girls." "Exactly," Ariel says. "And yet being a boy, it's crazy, but I've never felt one myself." Cheer says, okay. So we don't have to sing for the whole forbidden world. Maybe just New York. Ario says, Brooklyn. Yeah, reel it in a little. Anna groans, rising from the stoop. Typical. Rachel says, what? Anna says, limiting ourselves, even when we're boys, when there's finally 0 rules. True. Anna shakes her head. We're like a bug in a jar. Got wings, Rachel says, but can't fly. Ario says, but what other choice do we have? I can't get caught. My dad's the rabbi. Shira says, and I'm dating a future rabbi. And Rachel says, and I'm just, well, scared. Ario says, and let's face it, nobody makes it in show business. Shira says, what are the chances anyway? The girls dress up as fans.
Have you heard the newest and greatest group? Heard they started singing on a Brooklyn stoop. Playing Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, we gotta go. Have you heard of that? Have you heard of that? Have you heard of that? Oh, man. They're kinda nerdy, kinda funny, kinda crazy hot. Sold on Monday, sold on Tuesday at the candy shop. Got me singing, got me feeling something down below. Got a picture with lining up to see all the bands. The modest, it's the oddest thing. So like a bull endearing, appearing to be totally stunned by the fame. Bouncing out to every tune. Aaron's smile makes me swoon. When's the album, when's the tour? Come on, Oi man, give us more. Okay, so a couple more people knew about us. Hundreds of people. As long as we kept up this dual life, we had an audience and we got to sing. But managing 2 lives, well, it came with a cost. Our sanity. Sorry, tired, feeling just a little sick. Promise I'll be back. Be there quick. I'm not hungry. Need my beauty sleep. They can't know about. Never know about Oi bands. Who needs homework? Who needs dating? When you've got a hit, give me music, give me lyrics, and love never quits. Get them singing, dancing, feeling like they never felt. I just care about. Only care about Oi bands. Oh, we gotta keep this up. Oh, we gotta keep this up. Oh, we gotta keep this up. We gotta keep another show. Put the music on. Oh, we gotta keep this up. Oh, we gotta keep this up. Oh, we gotta keep this up. And doing it our way. Doing it our way. You know, so we gotta stay special. Right up. Up the east, so every day we sound by the same. Right. So we gotta keep this up. We gotta go. They can't know about. All they care about. Lining up to see Oi bands.
Now at this point, we were on top of our game. Oi band was manageable, we were doing what we loved, and we had the perfect balance of nice Jewish girl at home and nice Jewish boy on the stage. We were happy while it lasted, which wasn't very long. Because the thing about living a dual life, you can't make everyone happy. And when one life's going well, you can bet the others mashugana. Hannah and Rachel's separate bedrooms drift into view. Shira dresses as Hannah's mom, and Ario dresses as Rachel's mom. Hannah's mom says, Chai Abramowitz? Matched. Mom, Anna Klein? Engaged. Mom, Leah Strauss? Dead. Married. The girls groan. Ugh. Hannah's mom says, it's a resume. It's a life sentence. Rachel's mom says, write who you are. I don't know. Write what you want. I don't know. The moms go, every other girl in Borough Park. I'm not every other girl. A beat. The girls debate how much to share with their moms. Hannah says, I've got dreams, Mom. Big ones. Rachel says, there are things I want to do. The moms shake their heads, confused. Hannah's mom says, like what? Sing? Hannah says, feeling recognized, yeah. Rachel's mom says, play music? Rachel says, hopefully, exactly. The moms say, still? Hannah and Rachel feel the sting. The heat rises in their faces, a beat. Hannah says, what do you mean? Rachel says, still. The moms sit next to their daughters on their bed and lovingly take their hand. Hannah's mom says, "Honey, it's wonderful to have a dream." Rachel's mom says, "You're blessed to have a gift. But you're an adult now, 19. And it's a priority, a mitzvah, to meet a boy, start a family, build a life." The moms look at their daughters sympathetically. Hannah's mom says, "So at what point do you say, maybe it's time to move on?" A beat. The girls are heartbroken. The moms kiss their daughters and exit. We hear the sound of a shutting door. The girls are alone in their bedroom, split screen.
Need a boy, huh? Guess what, Ma? I already did.
We see photos of Levi and Ethan projected behind them.
He's kind, he's cute, he is good to me. He's unique, he is brave, a good family. He is bold, he's polite, he is such a dream. He's a wonderful boy, he's a wonderful boy. And he's sweet, and he's fun, and he makes me laugh. We get lunch, share dessert, always gives me half. He's a gem, he's a jewel, he is so unreal. He's a wonderful boy, he's a wonderful, and he makes me so happy. Yeah, he makes me feel joy. Doesn't that matter? When does that matter? And he lets me be me. Yeah, he lets me be free. Doesn't that matter? When does that matter? He can sing, he can dance, oh how he can write. We play games, we take walks, hardly ever fight. He can cook, he can clean, wouldn't you believe? He's a wonderful boy, he's a wonderful boy. When I look for a head, it is him I see. The whole rest of my life staring back at me. I'm so lucky, he's modest as he can be. He's a wonderful boy, he's a wonderful, he makes me so happy. Yeah, he makes me feel joy. Doesn't that matter? What does that matter? He lets me be me. Yeah, he lets me be free. Doesn't that matter? What does that matter? He's everything you want, everything you want. He's everything you need, everything you need. He's following his heart, following his heart. He's doing what he loves, doing what he loves. He's everything you want, everything you want in a boy. His name is Levi. His name is Ethan. Maybe one day you'll meet him. He's a wonderful boy.
The following night, the girls are walking out of the candy shop post-show on 49th Street. June dashes after them. Oi, Van, you'll never believe. Ethan says, the AC is working? No. Every show is sold out? Yes, but come on, tell us. Lenny Strauss. The boys look at her blankly. Owner of Lenny Records? Music maven honcho guy? No response. She sighs. He heard about Oi Band and he's coming to next week's show. Ethan panics. Next week? Aaron panics. A record label? The boys look urgently at Levi for backup. He reluctantly joins in. Maybe it's too soon. June sighs. Boys, huddle up. The boys huddle with June. You want my advice? Don't limit yourselves. The boys look at one another. Levi is loving this. June says, don't reject yourself. Let someone else do that. The boys look at each other, torn. You've got something here. I know it. I feel it. They emerge from the huddle. June begins to exit. And I know, deep down, it's just the beginning. June exits. We hear the sound of a shutting door. They start pacing. Rachel says, sold out concerts, Lenny Strauss. Shira says, what's next? A tour? Ariel says, fly to Kansas? Make it home in time for Shabbat? The girls groan. Oh, Ariel says, maybe this was a mistake. This whole becoming Oi Band thing. I mean, who even does this? Rachel says, desperate people. Very desperate people. Anna says, oh, stop your kvetching. Complaining. She says, you're looking at this all wrong. The girls look at her quizzically. So the forbidden world likes us. Let 'em. Big deal. But you know who doesn't know us? Anna leans in. The whole permitted world. The girls look at her blankly. The world of Borough Park. They all go, oh. Anna says, as long as nobody in Borough Park knows of Oi Band. Ario says, we're in the clear. Rachel says, yeah. Shira starts laughing. I'm like, what are the chances of that? Avi and Shira are on a date. Avi bursts from the scenes. I listen to Oi Band. What? We hear the sound of a skidding car. Avi says, have you heard of him? Shira says, no. He said, I had to tell you. Shira's wishing she didn't know. Why? Avi says, because if we're going to get married, we've got to know everything about each other. Shira goes, everything? Everything. He's bursting. But they're too good, okay? Their music, it's addictive. Avi begins to pace. I mean, I can't be Rabbi Golden someday if I'm listening to some, I don't know, unholy pop music. Shira says, what would Rabbi Friedman think? He says, exactly. There's nothing religious about it. Avi sits on a bench. Shira sits next to him. Avi looks up at Shira, pained. But I love their music, Shira. I do. Shira says, me too. Avi says, and yet, I've got an obligation to set an example, she says, to follow the rules. Exactly right. Shira looks up at him. But what if the rules don't make you happy? You follow them anyway. And what if the rules don't make sense? They always make sense, right? Shira looks at Avi with guilt and empathy. She says gently, look, this is an easy fix. Just make the decision. Stop listening to Oi Band. Avi looks up at her helplessly. For the sake of your training, our relationship, our community, just act like those guys, she looks at the audience, don't even exist. The girls hurry over. Shira says, panicked, Avi listens to Oi Band. They all gasp. What? Oh no, but he said he's gonna stop. He's a guy, he can't be listening to us. It's against the law. Hannah says, oh boy. The girls are pacing, frenzied. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Maybe we should what? Ario says, hit the brakes. Stop the presses. Give it up. Shira says, give up Oi Band? The girls look at one another stricken. Hannah says defiantly, we can't, we won't. Ariel says desperately, but word travels quickly in Borough Park. Hannah says, stop Oi Band and do what? The girls look at Hannah. Marry? Have kids? Maybe never sing again. Hannah says, I know it's complicated. I know it's crazy, but We didn't come this far to give it all up. We've got wings, remember? All the girls look at one another, then away, unable to answer. Rachel says gently, "But Hannah, if Avi knows about us, what if others do?" The girls look out in panic. And it turned out, others did.
The ones you least expect. As Oivan became known across the city and inside our very own community, even Rabbi Friedman could not resist. In secret and alone in his grief, he felt inexplicably drawn to one song in particular. And as the anniversary of his wife's passing drew closer, it was this song that he'd play and play.
Rabbi's alone in his living room.
1,
The
2,
girls are
3,
recording in his
4.
studio.
I'll always remember you like this. I'll always remember your goodnight kiss. I'll always remember racing down the hall. Yeah, you hold me, hold me. What if I could fall? Yeah, you always had my back.
His white shorts.
I'll always remember just your way. I'll always remember laughing even when life is such a jungle. Smiling even then, I could always be myself. And it was always enough. It was always enough. It was always enough. It was always enough. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sing
You
God,
always
like the rabbi.
say that life's
Get
too
closer to each
short.
other.
Life's too short. But
And
they
he holds his
don't
wife.
know that life's so long without you.
And then his wife.
Without you.
Ariel leaves the studio. She takes off her Isaac outfit. She goes home. The rabbi's alone in the living room. Ariel's alone in her
I
bedroom.
feel like it's one of those days when there's so much that I want to share with you.
And they're both looking out.
Is that the only song that gets repeated?
Throughout the show?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. There are more. The girls take a couple of swigs of water. And it says, "So maybe you're wondering, how does it happen, huh? When do you decide to be yourselves? What makes you drop the act? You see, as long as we were boys, we could only go so far. But as long as we were girls, we were pressured to move on. We formed Oi Band to be free, and yet we never felt more trapped by the fame, the secret. But that bug in a jar, oh boy, she wanted out. The girls dress up as fans, Hannah dresses as
Have you heard that Lenny's truck is at the show? Where? I think I see him center row, smiling, singing, dancing, if you call it that. Bet he's gonna sign. Someone's gotta sign Oi Band. 'Cause they keep writing, they keep singing, doling up the hits. Lines are snaking around the corner, tickets counterfeit. Talks of them, talks of touring, they are gonna break. I have gotta sign. He's gonna sign everybody in Oi Band. Come on, meet a boy. Have you heard about? Only care about your community. Follow everyone. Everyone will know Oi Bands. Write a resume. Come on, meet a boy. Have you heard about? Only care about your community. Follow everyone. Everyone will know Oi Bands. Boys, Lenny, I'm overcome with emotion. I want to sign you. Oh, drop your album on Lenny Records. Have the whole world hear you sing. What do you say? Oi Band t-shirts, magnets, Oi Band merchandise. I'll pay double. Triple, name me any price. Late night talk show, magazine, global tour. You are taking over. They are taking over. The world is gonna know Oi Band. We can't sign this. If we sign this, then our cover's blown. But we've gotta sing wondering when they'll call our bluff. Are we giving up? Are we giving up? Counting on a boy band. I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can do this anymore. Just do one more shot. I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can do this. There's only one way out. Only one way out. One way out. I think I can take these 10 minutes. Or get lonely because I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can do this anymore. There's only one way out. Only one way out. One way.
The girls are each in spotlight, facing the audience, holding
We couldn't hide it anymore.
their costumes.
That day, we decided we had had enough of the act, the dress up. We had to be ourselves, no matter the consequences. Javi,
They each presented their way down outfits. to
Mom.
the audience.
Dad. This is who I had to be to do what I love. Imagine if you couldn't pray. What would you do? Imagine if you couldn't pray. Would you still be you? That day, Avi broke it off. Hurt and embarrassed, he knew we wanted different things. And our parents, well, they were the farthest from Cavelli.
Mario says,
I'm sorry, I know.
he says,
There comes a time you must make a choice about who you want to be, where you want to be,
looks at his daughter sadly.
as hard and as painful as it is. Could we stay in Borough Park and live within the rules, or leave everything we've ever known? What is a life without music? What is a life without song? What is a life without music? Stand in the back on the lawn. What is a life without the things you love and your hopes and dreams when you're ripping at the seams? But what is a life without family? What is a life without friends? Sitting on the front stoop laughing, hoping the day never ends. But what is a life without the ones you love and your hopes and dreams when you're ripping at the seams? And what is a life without feeling so alive? What is a life without keeping your heart in mind? life without? What is a life without love?
Hannah passes by the candy shop and looks through the window wistfully. She spots June cleaning the bar. She puts on her Levi outfit and walks inside. June, Levi, we can't do the show. Tonight? We can't sign with Lenny. What? We can't do Oi Band. Levi steals himself. We're giving up Oi Band. June in disbelief. What do you mean? Why? Levi says, because we have to. Why? It's the right thing to do. How? Levi, Hannah's tears well up. We've got to move on. Move on. We just want to sing. Levi, Hannah breaks down. He looks up at June helplessly. When can we be ourselves and sing? Levi softly cries. June quickly pulls up a chair and sits beside him. Oh, Levi, what's wrong? What is it? June comforts him. The contract? The pressure? Levi continues to cry. Impending superstardom? Come on, kid, fess up. Levi stays quiet. Hey, you can't stop now. Your fans, they love you. They need you. Levi, in almost a whisper. But it's not me. Levi looks up at June. She takes off her Levi hat. Hannah, in Hannah's voice, says, "This is me." Hannah through tears. My name is Hannah. I live in Borough Park, Brooklyn, smack between a Dunkin' Donuts and Schleimy's Pizzeria. Hannah takes her hair tie out. Her hair falls to her shoulders. A beat. There's a rule in our community. It makes it hard for girls to sing. But we love to sing. We have to sing. So we formed a boy band that's in June realizing. Boy band. Hannah nods. And then we met you. And you believed in us, supported us like no one ever has. You saw what we could be. Hannah looks at June sadly. And for a moment, I think, I know, I saw it too. June is quiet. Hannah starts to feel embarrassed. She shoves her Levi outfit into her backpack and turns to leave. I'm sorry, we never should have done this. We lied to you, we misled. It's wrong, it's crazy. It's June reaches for Hannah and smiles. Genius. What? June at a loss for words. Brilliant. It's... June laughs, stunned. She shakes her head in disbelief. You're the coolest mother effing boys I've ever seen. Hannah gasped. Wait, so you're not mad that we were girls all this time, dressed as boys? Mad? Kid, that's what we call show business. Hannah exhales with relief. But what about our fans? They love Levi, they love Oi Band, so tell them. Share your story. Tell them why you had to be boys, what you did to do what you love. If you told them, you might be surprised. Oh man, they'll love you even more. June takes out Hannah's hand. But you've got to tell them, and you've got to sing. Hannah says, I know, it's just complicated. Deciding. Hannah searches for how to explain it to June. Having to decide. The beat. June looks on compassionately, realizing the larger implications. June says, whatever you do, whatever you decide, you always have a place here at the candy shop. Hannah gives June a good long hug. Ariel and Rabbi Friedman's apartment drifts into view. Rachel says, "But we weren't the only ones in Borough Park wrestling with our conscience." Wise as he was, Rabbi Friedman had a secret of his own, and a heart made of hollow. Ariel and Rabbi Friedman gather in prayer around the memorial candle and a photo of Simcha.
On the anniversary of his wife's passing, all he wanted was to listen to this one song that lifted his spirits, brought him solace and comfort, brought him closer to his wife. But he couldn't, now that he knew it'd be against Kolisha. But he loved this song. He needed this song. So if he couldn't listen to it, well, there was just one thing left to do.
Rabbi closes his eyes before the candle like a prayer.
I'll always remember you like this. I'll always remember your good night kiss. I'll always remember.
Ariel takes his hand and helps him sing her song.
Racing down the hall, yeah, you'd hold me, hold
They face one
me.
another.
What if I could fall? Yeah, you always had my back each day. I'll always remember just your way. I'll always remember.
They hug, tears in their eyes.
Ariel, you have a gift. You asked me what I'd do if I couldn't pray. And the truth is, I pray anyway. If you are called to sing, sing. But the men, we'll just have to close our ears.
The girls look at one another, astounded, touched. Shira says,
And so, we sang. And we'll continue to sing, but this time as ourselves. And this is our first show, and you're our first audience. Thank you for sticking with us. We'll continue to tell our story all around the world to anyone who needs that gentle nudge to do what they love, have some chutzpah to express themselves, to sing a kind of glorious thing. When you started to sing, yeah. It'll change everything when you get up and suddenly you can't help feel the music coming over you. Every single melody a part of you, floating in the air like clouds of gold. And suddenly everyone is gonna wanna hear you sing. You start taking wing, no matter a boy or a boy or a girl. You got a story, go share with the world. Glorious thing when you started to sing with yes, right. An unforgettable day when you started to play. Who knows what it'll change everything when you get up and sing.
I didn't.
So when it's on Broadway, they
Yeah,
go
we
stand
did
out front on the
I
hillside.
know.
Yes, you will be able to.
And you were the first audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy close.
You should take our picture and
Fantastic.
she writes her book. Take her
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
We knew her
When
we
she
were
was
in.
just beginning to.
Fantastic.
Yeah. That is.
Well, this is yours all by yourself.
All
Well,
people.
please, we're
Don't
gonna be on
forget about the
Broadway.
little people.
I know, we'll get to see
Well,
it.
Abbott's close to it.
Stand in line, trying to get an
I can't wait.
Oh, yes.
The ending is the men don't listen.
So what do you think, Mr.
Yeah,
Critic?
so the men
Very,
just
very
decide to
nice.
close their ears, and that's
Town
how.
as well.
So they get to still sing, and they get to be themselves, and they get to
Yeah.
still follow their religion, and they get to be in their community. And, yeah.
So Bonnie, when did you move out of Borough Park?
When did I what?
Did you live before?
I never lived there. No, I never lived in Borough Park in my
Did you
life.
do research?
Yeah, I met with
Fantastic.
yeah, I spent time there a little
Oh, I
bit.
was sitting there thinking
And
that's
then-
where you grew up.
Oh my God, no.
My son's in Brooklyn now.
Oh, where in
Oh, yeah,
Loading-
coffee.
Loading-
Coffee would be that.
Heights, Crown Heights, Prospect Heights.